Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to our glorious Enclave future writer that I've still yet to come up with a title. So, yes, welcome back to whatever the, insert, look up at the top and you'll know what the title is. So in the last episode, what happened? Well, we established we are an Enclave, but not the evil kind, but instead the Purist. Purist? Yes, the Purist, of course. No, the Reformist. We are the guys who will try and make this place a great nation once again. And we've been aiming, and we've actually been having a fair amount of success with that. We've been able to successfully purge out both the officers and the scientist. We're still in the throes of their hit, though 80 days remain for the scientist and 139 days remain for the officers. We've also axed Mr. Anderson, which is fine, and we're now in the process of finishing off the last of the opposition, which will mean this thing will hopefully be gone, and we'll be able to successfully destroy what's left of the forces of the Purist members of the old form. Which is absolutely fantastic on that end, which I'm very excited about. So now we're going to try and begin to upgrade ourselves a little bit more and maybe start out things as a more traditionally minded faction in the sense. We have got the benefit, of course, as a faction. We are, in fact, an advanced faction, which means we get access to a whole host of things early on. Whilst we're doing this, we might as well have a little showcase of that. So, in terms of weapons and equipment, we actually get a pretty decent load of equipment anyway. We already have the scavenged power armor, the, well, admittedly nothing special, the Pioneer or the Recon kit, but that's fine. We don't have any of the tribal training, though. We'll still have to go through the traditional mines for that, but that's fine. That's not really a problem. We also have common weaponry as well, which is absolutely fantastic as well. Again, good shit. Nice shit. So in terms of upgrading our core weapons and equipment, we're not exactly in any rush to do so, which is completely fine. And we're also having to wait 7 years before we can start getting our advanced training, which is going to hopefully be at least... There we go. So as you can see, we've got a fair amount of work to go before we can even research their thing. But we do have also the APA, which is the XO1. Ooh, here we go. We get, during their efforts to clean up some of the more smaller criminal organizations in New Reno, Enclave soldiers have stumbled upon a treasure trove of pre-war audio tapes. A vast majority of these tapes survive the long-lost tunes of the old world, collected by a wealthy crime lord over the course of decades. The propagandistic value of such a collection should not be underestimated, as very little music is available to those within the Enclave. So we can either have some patriotic songs, which will give us some extra bonus and war supports. We'll also get the popularity of old nostalgia, but we don't need to worry about that. We get a base war support, which is kind of nice. Or we could release the music freely and gain a bit more political power and stability. To be honest with you, I might promote the... I want to release them freely because that just seems like a nice thing to do. But I do kind of want to upgrade my war support a bit. So, yeah. Still, it's all good. It's all good in that regard. And what I'm going to hopefully try to do soon is be able to change the economy. That's going to be the next thing we're going to have to start looking at. Now that we've dealt with the political problems, the only problems we'll have to worry about now is making NCR... whatever. So let's have a look-see at the new capital. Can we sneak in? Infiltrate the NCR. Ooh! I can infiltrate the NCR. This will be good. Again, we're going to be having a lot of politicalness in this particular campaign. We're not going to be fighting as much. We're going to be politically motivating ourselves to try and buff ourselves. Right, once we purge the opposition as well, that'll be good. So, let's have a look-see. High activities in the NCR. We can reveal ourselves if we ever wanted to. But, yeah, that's the issue right there. We need to have a lot of factions before we can do it. And we need also then 30% in terms of legitimacy. So we need more legitimacy as we go down. But the good news is that we're getting that slowly. Right now, though, I want to try and remove the civilian economy. Even an early mobilization would be nice. Though, truth be told, having 2 more war tension would be nice. Right, purge the opposition. Once we've got that, that's going to be gone. Oh, thank you. Well, guess who got himself the ability to do that? Thank you, White Legs. Like the game just said, wait, you need 2 tension? Boom! Here's 4. Just enough to be able to get you to get that political power. Jesus Christ. And the Troll Warren has declared war on the Rib Breakers. Now, will the Rib Breakers beat the Troll Warren? We do not know. Well, the Rib Breakers have 9 to 12. The Troll Warren have 90 to 25. Yes, I think we will see that coming. Right, I'm also going to start doing this, because for those who don't know, this is really useful. Conversion speed bonus basically means when we make new things, for example, if I'm upgrading the scrap motorbikes, or if I'm doing this sort of stuff, or doing this sort of stuff, it makes the whole production line thing go a little faster, which is really useful. Also, now that we've done that, I'm gonna make my life a little easier. Also, I'm gonna turn this down. Yeah, that's fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my life a little easier, because at the moment we're looking at 60 political power to try and keep the Enclave away from us in terms of that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down to infiltrating the NCR. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to be able to infiltrate and hopefully reduce the suspicion. Better still, we can start fucking... Oh, is he gone? Oh yeah, he is. Okay, no, that's fine. His need was no longer required. So that means our troops are going to be... Oh, fuck me. Bugger balls. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. Still. But yeah, so now that we've gone this, we can now begin the process of fucking with the NCR from the inside. And I love that as a concept. That is very, very good. At least once we've done this, we can infiltrate the NCR and be able to do that and reduce the amount of time. Then better still, if we can do that, we can start causing political power in the NCR, I believe. Ooh, okay. This is good. And also, what we can do is cause the NCR to have a civil war, or to cause the NCR to start declaring war on the Brotherhood, which is very nice. So, if we're lucky, we could potentially turn the tide and have a massive fight. But again, we still need to make some progression out. So, once we've done this, we'll need to go back to the center of it. What's this? Requires an American dream. Can we can, in fact. Ooh, okay. I have to seriously think about this, because this I did not do. So either home is Nevada. What will this do? Mutual relations improved by 20%. Okay, so we'll promise. So basically this is basically saying we're not going to expand ourselves any further. Okay, so basically this one says no. We're going to have to say no on that one, but that will allow us to do a lot of things. Whereas this basically says fuck everyone around you. Gives you Purged and gives you the claims on the new California Republic. We also keep a lot of good... We're going to go for the American dream. This is us. We're going to work with this. We're going to try and start rebuilding ourselves. Operation Babylon. The Common Man. Fate. Oh, wow. We've got a lot. California Civil War. Organize the... Oh, so we can actually cause them to have a civil war. Again, we can fuck with them. This is lovely. This will also start causing a benefit as well, because we get to have decryption and we get a daily political power. So it works both ways. Right, so you are a little bit ahead. Right, we should start training some military stuff now, because I think it's about time. And hopefully in less than a couple of days. Also, let's change our economy. Partial mobilization. Oh, no. Don't tell me we're like less than 20%. Partial mobilization, 20%. All of the following must be true. At war, enemy country has a more. Oh, 30% world tension. Right. Okay. Damn. I was hoping there'd be more. I misread that completely. Yes, I am misreading that completely. Right, well, never mind then. Well, we can actually probably change that now and go to that, oh, surely. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with that next. Right, okay, let's charge up. Ooh, Vault City declared to go war with the Pale Folk. Right, once we get that going... Anti-integration faction. The Purists are no more, but that does not mean every member of the Reformer faction is an unconditional lover of the Wastelanders. Many hold the opinion that there certainly are no Purists. Wastelanders should be kept safe at arm's length from start. For them, they can only do really cross a valuable point of view. Oh dear. Or 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Okay, so we lose stability, but Purists. Refusing to acknowledge that reaction is anything but purists with extra steps. I like the reference to Rick and Morty. Moderates discuss their ideals openly, easing tensions. Right, we'll see how this goes. Leave them be. Yep. Okay, so now we've got a new faction to worry about. The anti-integrationists. What does this mean for them? Right, well, once they're gone, that's pretty much it. We also now don't have any political infighting, so our stability must be absolutely perfect. And because we've got the politics and stuff, we're just going to slowly but surely get the less. So there is almost no reason. Like, once we get rid of this guy, while we're benefiting a lot from having this guy, I kind of want to swap him out, perhaps. Captain of Industry, Mr. White. Yes, that's pretty nice. EPA Director, what does he do? He provides 5, but stability and extra population. That's pretty good. Luke Canaan declared 1. Iris. Okay. So we're going to have to start seriously considering building up our nation a little bit more now. Right, so now that should, in theory, make it cheaper. Yes! Perfect. Right. We'll do this next. Actually, no. 30 days. What's the new capital? 30 days. Oh yeah, we'll do this just because it gives us an enclave radio, extra encryption, and a radio station on the side of the thing, which gives us intel. Right, let's increase the speed of the thing so we have that going. So what we'll do also is we'll begin the process of focusing up on... Yeah, we'll remove this guy from the thing. Oh god. Enclave defectors. Jackals. Oh, it took them long enough. Although we took power with the promise not to purge our political enemies, like most politicians, we've short and fought on. While some of the purists fled east towards Chicago or Raven Rock. Some enclave loyalists who like their wasteland Americans personally, but doubt our cause sold the services to the Legion. The bastards took some of the suits. Oh shit. Plasma and the last supply of... Oh, fuck. Apparently Caesar, or Kaiser, intends to use them to bring the torch of knowledge to the waste in a rather literal fashion. But wait, why did they take the FEV? That is a good question. But shit. Remnants wish to return. Yay! This will cause some popularity on the oligarchy, though, which is bad, but we do still have the popularity ring. And we do get some extra stuff. Which is something nice. We get at least a few dudes back. And while they do improve their popularity, it's still going down by a significant portion. So, again, not the end of the world. I could do that, to be honest with you. That would prove useful. Right. Right, what we're doing on... You know, we need to get some support equipment going. I think for long now we've been focusing a bit too much on the civilian stuff. We do need to start considering other factors now. We also need to consider making friends and allies at some point in order to be able to stand a chance. That said, if we can cause the Brotherhood of Steel to like us, I don't know if it's possible. Wait, you went with Elijah. That is the Mojave Veterans Elijah. He's the nutcase, isn't he? Or is that the logistical laser foundry organized militia elder recalled? I have no idea. But that's fine. Right, so we haven't really got a lot of war support, but we do have at least some things like that. And we now don't have to worry about science. Research speed is now back up to 7%. Huzzay! I'm liking this. Troll Warren heads north. At long last, Thrad is preparing for his final conquest. With the capture of Seattle, the mutants will have a new home in the north. Oops. Sure. Totally not, like, stepping on the Washington Brotherhood. I think it's a little premature to say that those guys are about to make a big push, but sure, you do that. Right, the Enclave radio is established. Right. Now let's establish ourselves back at the new capital. Right, you... Oh, 200, a respected sergeant. I want you to return to Archdarnon, which gives us an extra benefits to stability, war support, and it reduces the training time of all our dudes, which is lovely. And for the first time in forever, we can actually start looking at upgrading our troops, which is lovely. We all do have some limited amounts of supplies, but right now I think Enclave PR, which is about a 20 stack, which is useful, I'm not going to lie. We just need to improve that by adding in some other factors. And once we get the new capital going, we're going to be able to make the core on the Reno, Nixon, or whatever. And we also add some level of benefits in that regard. Resource gain, efficiency. Have we almost researched on that, haven't we? Yes. We're still researching a whole bunch of the stuff. And technically we've got power armor, which gives us a major boon in comparison to a lot of other people. I keep forgetting that we're not, like, I've kind of grown used to not having power armor. So when I'm sort of thinking about how we can win wars or how we can fight and stuff, I keep kind of thinking, oh fuck yeah, we don't have a lot of, we're only a civilized nation. I'm like, dude, I've got fucking power armor. We're almost ad victoriuming at the moment. We're almost ad victoriuming. And now that we've dealt with that, we don't have to worry too much. And again, we're becoming more popular again. So this is the whole popularity thing's happened. Also, we've got a slight decryption advantage. Troll Warren has declared war on the Washington Brotherhood before they finish their war with the Rib Breakers. Not clever. That is dumb. Yeah, literally that. As soon as the Washington Brotherhood, they're going to lose. You shouldn't have declared war so early, but that's not my problem. Yeah, the issue is, of course, we have to consider ourselves. Right, question. Is there a thing when it comes to making friends? Ooh, bloody hell. Yeah, they have lots of things. Hearts and minds. Hearts and minds. Like an American firepower doctrine. Hearts and minds. Spread all over the place. Ah, das Westlanden. Right, so with the new, we are now governing a significant amount of wastelanders. We should... since we cannot install the Enclave members in every single influence of the city, some wastelanders have begun accessing a certain amount of power within our borders. So basically, the wastelanders wish to become a little bit more independent and have their own little form of council. We can either remove legitimacy, and they will lose certain things. This one will be a bit of a begrudging allowance of power, which will lose war support. Or we have this, which will lose us 5% dedicated war support, but... we gain legitimacy. And I think because we're doing this, of course we need to be careful in that regard. Also, we've got a shitload of manpower now. People can train up, which is lovely. Finally, we have this option, the New Reno slaves. During the liberation of New Reno, we've come across a large population of slaves, triggering off a debate as to whether we should allow the practice of slavery in the United States. Although there was no those who say slavery is un-American, others point out the captive workforce could be a boon to our economy, and this has a historical precedent. As a compromise, we could adopt Vault City servitude system, providing food, protection, and medical care in exchange for involuntary servitude. It's still slavery. That's just slavery with extra steps. Exactly. Right there. I like the references. It's nice. If they wanted slavery, they should have elected Anderson. Fuck slavery. Slavery is evil. Anyone who thinks slavery is a good idea is evil. That's why there was a civil war about it. It wasn't the primary reason, I'll point out, but it became the sole reason. That's the thing. That's actually just a slight off-topical concept here. When you study about the American Civil War, the initial concept that you would imagine is that you'd think that the American Civil War was all about slavery and like, oh, we got to liberate the slaves. It's actually not that at all. It was about the states' rights. It started out as the states' rights, as the Americans, southern states felt that their way of life was, you know... Oh, I forgot to check that out. Whoops. Right, this could be useful, but also dangerous. What I'll do is I'll wait until the political power comes back, and then we'll redo that. Anyway, as I was saying, so the whole argument about the whole American Civil War thing was that primarily it was about, the initial part of it was about dealing with, you know, restoring the Union, and the Southerners wanted their states' rights to be held with. The Chicoten declared war on La Tierra de los Tzotzil. So yeah, don't forget, in the South, there is still shit kicking off. We have got the Southern American states now, including our little Costa friends, who I freaking love. I love coffee. Coffee is amazing. Troll Warren is somehow surviving, but oh dear. But you know, oh well. Right, we will send out spies now because it takes out time. It takes time. Yeah, 59 days. So first brick, fantastic. Right, so we will have a military infrastructure to try and counteract whatever kind of stuff we've got, and then what I'll do with resistance with a reluctance to serve. I'm guessing we gain a whole bunch of stuff. Oh dear. So we need that. So we need to probably have that before we can even do anything else. Holy shit. Oh. Holy shit. That's a lot of stuff. Wow. That's a hell of a push. I mean, yeah, like all that is down to that. Oh boy. Yeah, we're going with the American Dream though. So even that, we'll have to start looking over to here, because even this... But yeah, so we have a lot to work on. But then again, it's enjoyable. So, as I was saying, yeah, so with the American Civil War, the initial part at least, it was all about the southern states wanting their independence, and the, you know, again, it was... A generalizing statement was about the states' rights and the rights of the states who felt that they were being ignored and did not see as Lincoln as their president. She looks pretty good for a 500. America's 500th birthday is approaching, and some would say she's showing her age. The land is scoured by mutants and raiders, and the enclave, America's last great hope, is a shadow of its former self. But to Granite, this is just a cause to redouble of its efforts. Americans, he declares on the radio, have never bowed to a despot and never will. Things may look bleak now, but America will survive for the next 500 years, and for well beyond that, because the enclave will fight for a better world. Or, Americans will always fight for freedom, America. Unfortunate news. I've been taking up the practice of blasting pre-war songs from their vertibirds during routine patrols. It does not need explaining how this behaviour is reckless and needlessly conspicuous. Nonetheless, our popularity must be considered upon in these times. So the ends. This is basic. You can kind of imagine what kind of music they're playing. Just saying. We will improve our popularity, and I will do this. We will increase our suspicion, unfortunately. But yeah, it's hilarious to say the least. But it's awesome at the same time. I love it. We'll also take this opportunity to upgrade some of our economies and practices. So, industrial concern. Wrong hole. Excuse me. Oh, that was terrible. Let's get Norton Davis on the phone, because then he can increase our experience. How much is it going up by? Hopefully enough. Support equipment. Or do we just gain plus 15? It doesn't actually get any particular... Oh god. That went up the... That almost went down the wrong hole completely. Right, what do we need? Great. Okay, first thing we're going to need is reconnaissance companies, because then our troops can maneuver slightly better. Okay, so whatever we get a load of experience more. That makes sense, but it's kind of annoying. Right, militia training. Good. Next thing we want to have is this option. It's a little bit ahead, but that's fine. Right. We need to do that. We'll do the police stuff next. We'll go out with the old to get some legitimacy, and it increases our political power, which means whatever the shit we need to worry about, we can do again. So, again, we've got some benefits. And we'll need to deal with a few other factions as well, but that's fine. Military-industrial complex. How are we doing on the whole spies thing? Right, so promotion. Recently, Commander has position has opened up. The 2 available candidates are available for Jabonpin. Navarro veteran, younger outswarm. Okay, so we're definitely gonna become this option because army experience is gonna be crucial when it comes to reforming our divisions. Because I do have a plan for these dudes. And the Enclave Power Armor Division, who I want to change their icon because it's not quite there. We will instead give you guys... There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That is Enclave Power Armor. We do have the Rapid Response Divisions, which is only a Power Armor mix of that. So it's not a lot of dudes. Whereas if we can have all Power Armor units to be the same in that regard, that would be useful. Military Industrial Complex, fantastic. Right, police. It's a little bit of a slow effort, but I want to make sure that our, infrastructure is good. Also, partisans, smoke signals, fantastic. Right, so we got this, we need that. I will take the opportunity to do the decoding on that one, and then whoever does the training on the first one. They're still fighting like mad over there, it's ridiculous. Are you training? Oh, you're training. Question, Yakuza, how many dudes do you have? 12 to 13. Okay. And it looks like the Texan Association, wait, no, are they fighting each other? Oh, they are! They are actually fighting each other. Oh dear. Republic of Rio Grande is becoming a bit of a douchebag upon itself. Oh dear. I think I will focus a little bit on the encoding signals and whatnot, just because I think we need to prepare for a conflict relatively soon. Once we've done this, we'll go out with the old, and we'll go for the prepare expansion thing, which will give us a bit of that. Break the tribe, I think we need to go for the Modoc country. And this is where it gets a little bit difficult. We can either do something which gives us manpower and political power, and gives us the ability of making tributaries, or we civilization by force. I will probably do these options for this faction, and for this one we'll preserve Japanese culture, because because I think it would be quite beneficial to have at least one of them work in our favour. Also, let's get some of these things sorted. So I want 6. We'll do 2 of them, and then 1 more for the power armor squads. There you go. Because we don't have any advanced. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's our goal. That's going to be our objective for the next bloody. That's going to be our objective for the next thing. So, yeah, we'll be going for Antelope Reservation first, because then it's more territory for us. We're 11 strong at the moment, but hopefully once we get the reconnaissance companies up, we'll be able to start nabbing that. Then we'll turn around, start having a go at Kansas City. Also, how much do we have time left? Ooh, right. Reroute the Crimson Caravans. Yes. Prevents any future caravan encounters. This is going to be super useful. Hound dogs were gone. Rio Grande was gone. That's the first time I've ever seen them go after their own people. Right, the Enclave Police. New Reno is safer. New Reno is safer than you'd expect for a city with no police force, but that's because the order has been maintained by a gentleman's agreement between the families. We could incorporate many of their mobsters into our new police force, or we could start from scratch with the police trained by Sergeant Dornan. Of course we're going to be utilising Dornan. You'd have to be a moron to rely on New Reno's gangs. We do lose manpower. You could do that, which is not bad. But no, we will go with, you'd have to be a moron to rely on the New Reno's gangs. So out with the old. And I think we got that option there. Perfect. Let's expand this thing. And once we get that 30 days done, we'll be able to reroute the Crimson Caravans. We'll withdraw the spies, which gives us an extra bit of manpower back. And then we can begin the process of getting our troops out of the hell, and then never having to worry too much about other stuff. And then finally, we can start start producing and getting these more dudes out there. Right, let's prepare expansion. Also, by doing this, we can start the concept of pushing up and getting more aggressive in that regard. Question 8 to 10. They've lost divisions. Right, break the tribe. 40 days, let's go. Almost there. And 30! Marino! Fucking fantastic! Division loyalty rate. Oh, that's fantastic. Orion Marino is a soldier that used to serve in the Enclave until the destruction of Navarre. Like many others, he fled south into the NCR. Loyal soldiers never given up on the Enclave's dream and have restored America when reclaims. Yes, brilliant. Right, question. Apparently I could do this, but yeah, no, we'll hold off for that. What I will do, though, is give us partial mobilization, which is perfect. Disorganized remnants. The Fools and Dreamers or Reorganized Remnants has regrouped the focus segregation. Focus, you say? Reorganized Remnants, Fools and Dreamers. More than 10%, less than 30% for the anti. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be actually kind of nice. But at the moment, we'll deal with that. And once we get that going, we'll be able to reorganize our core groups. Anyhow. Right, so I'm going to select all these dudes. Actually, what we'll do is we'll wait until we've won the war with the Antelope Reservation and begin. Because these guys are going to be, hopefully... Oh yeah, that's a point. We need to plan a bloody attack. There we go. We probably need a new commander as well. We need someone to promote. Reformer, Jacob Freeman. You know what? Congratulations, Mr. Freeman. You are now a higher-up commander officer. I want you to be offensively minded as well. And also, I think charismatic is probably the best thing. Extra planning. Right, you guys are going to be able to build yourselves up for the next few days, which is going to be useful. Oh look, they got tribal dudes. Actual tribal dudes. Nice. Right, so once that's done, we should be able to start witnessing the upgrading of all of these different places, and hopefully we'll be able to start seeing some real stunning reports. We have received reports of an Enclave division using unjustified force against a Wastelander settlement. The division in question was one we accepted into the fold. Oh dear. That mentioned retaliating swarms fired when pressed. They admitted they received normal thrown rocks. Oh dear. Yeah. We can't have that. We can't have that. We lost war support, but we cannot have that at all. That shit will not fly. Right, reconnaissance companies are in force, huzzay. And better still, we can apparently recruit... Oh no, that's fine. We'll go with that next. Right, it's a little bit late. But let's add some... We'll need to add water and mountain. It's going to cost us a lot more supplies though. But that's going to increase our attack by 3, our hard attack by 2, air attack by 4. Defense is going to increase by a decent amount. Breakthrough will be not as much. We will lose a bit of armor. In fact, we'll lose a lot of armor. But we will have benefits in comparison. We won't be as buggered in terms of movement. And I think reconnaissance is well worth it considering. It's going to suck a little bit, but the supplies is going to definitely be needed on this one. That's for definites. And once we get that speeding production back up to swarm, we'll be alright. This night vision defined. That'll be useful, but that's fine. Nothing desperate on that. I think we'll have 3 now on all sides. Who's fighting? They're still fighting at Bridgeport. That's impressive considering. Right. We just need to improve. We need to improve a way of preparing for this, and this is almost done as well. So we'll do this next, and then we'll hopefully be able to get the annexation war goal. Bribing raiders. Effect. We either get a war claim or a show of force. So we either can claim it. Estimated strength. So we either have to build this up, which will be, to be honest with you, phenomenal. How powerful is Vault City, by the way? In terms of... Right, so we basically need to recruit a fuckload of troops in a small amount of time. In a sense. Enclave auxiliaries. 200. And they have a combat ratio of 16. Enclave, 215. How much resources do we have? Not enough. Not nearly enough. Whereas if I go with that... How much could we recruit? Okay, 2 divisions worth of infantry. Well, we'll save the manpower. Not for the moment, at least. Right, cool. Right, let's do this. Yeah, the war drums beat. Yeah, you're gonna have to beat them war drums. Beat them hard. Right, 8 to 10. They have 9 troops. Right, slow that down. Let's have a triumphant march. There we go. Right, let's begin the advance and push. Right, I want you pushing up that way towards Modoc. I want you pushing up that way towards that. I want the power armor divisions to push in towards that location. I want these guys pushing up and pushing towards Modoc. You push towards Modoc. I want multiple dudes to push towards Modoc, and hopefully what we can do is start cutting them off at the helm. Right, now you cut them off that way, so that whoever's fighting there makes it easier for them. Right, now they're under the shit. Right, you push towards Antelope. You push towards there, congratulations. Yeah, they're all forcing their way that way. So I want you to push that way. Push towards that way. Give them back up. Right, 84, 85, 86. Right, yeah, they're gone. Right, good. Now you... Stop moving. Right, you push that way. 98, 99. Pop, they're gone. Good shit. Good lads. Good fucking lads. Right, push up that way. They're going to take their time fighting this. That's fine. We're stopping them from pushing. More importantly, we're stopping them from attacking, which is a very important factor. Right, I want to increase the supply of power suits we have. No. Envelop and encircle. I want envelopment and encirclement as soon as possible. Right, none of you are allowed to do nothing. Come on. Push up and start enveloping around. Envelop around, envelop around, envelop around. Right, they've got some troops there, that's fine. And move up that way. Right, you up towards there, around there. You, I want you moving back towards Murdoch. You, push that way. They've kind of cut off those dudes over there. Move there. These guys are a little bit more persistent than I thought. I'm kind of impressed at how much they're fighting by. They're only about 9 to 11 dudes. Right, your job. Surround them at Denio. You will support him in your advance towards Denio. The main aim now is to try and envelop these dudes. Don't let those guys get away with it. You try and push them back and try and encircle them at some point. They're going to try and... You know what, actually, push your way towards there and that way. You push there to guard. God, they're still taking their time. I mean, I know depending on which way you fly it, I'm going to get there, but we're going to get there slowly, but it's just they're taking their time. Encircle the entire territory. I want to try and blitzkrieg them around a bit. Right, good job. Took your bloody time. What regiment are you? The 1st Nevada Corps. Well, I'm renaming you now. How do I rename this template? There you go, the first late bloomers. That's the shame you have. You will never be known as an efficient unit ever again. Right. If we can encircle a number of these troops, I think we'll be in a good position. Don't need to attack, not yet. I want you to start in... I want you to push towards Denio and then that way. No, that way. Right, you envelop that sector so we don't have to worry. You ignore that. Catch up with those dudes. You move over to there. You just keep those boys busy. You know what? You move over there. And you move over towards there. Good shit, good shit, shit. Right, you push them that way. You, yeah, push that way. And yeah, you guys keep putting the pressure up. Surround the dudes at Denio. That's very, very good. Fantastic work. This is why I love power armor. Right. Right, those guys are effectively surrounded. Very good job. Right, you guys push that way. You guys put pressure onto them. What the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck over there. Come on. I want you boys to move up to there, and hopefully we can build up some stuff. I almost forgot! Thank you very much. Extract spies! I almost forgot. Shit. Old world radios. Stage raider attacks. Huh. I kind of hoped we could do this. Right, start surrounding them on that one. You boys, you guys could probably start putting some pressure on. You guys can start attacking. You guys can hold off for a time. You guys move up over to there, perhaps provide some support. Hello, what is this? We'll have to wait for them a little bit, that's fine. You can do with being researched because we kind of need that production. We could also do with some more fuel, but that's going to be something we'll have to worry about in a bit. Right, you boys move up a bit. Right. We can't really afford to let them have any kind of room. There you go. You move to there and begin to push that way. You guys can start and circle them. Yeah, they're gone. Good shit, lads. Good shit. Right. Make your way towards there. Slowly but surely. How are we doing on casualties? 29 out of 1... 29 to 1k. We're about to make their lives a living hell. You guys put the pressure on. Right, you boys, fuck them. You guys fuck those guys over. I'm going to be a bit evil here. I like to surround these fuckers. This is a nice little reminder of how much they're fucked. Oh yeah, you are so up the creek. I'm not even giving you the option of lube or a reach around. And 2k to our 31 dead. That KD ratio. Complete and utter annihilation. God bless the Enclave. I can't believe I said that. What a finish. What a finish indeed. And... boink! And they're done. Boom! Right, so now this does of course mean that our amount of stuff is going to be a little bit difficult. But that said, this is going to be useful, because we can do that, and hopefully we can crack the code. Attack bonus against country. We'll definitely need to use that. We'll definitely... I think I'll research that next. After we've done the whole optional thing. But no, that was pretty fucking good. Cannot lie. They've performed adequately and to the task. Right. I have to start the concept of moving up to these. These guys probably have got more troops. Yes. On the raiders. So we either get base swarm support or 300 equipment. You know what? Yes. It has been suggested that we arm the raider factions, boarding the New California, encourage to attack border towns, drawing attention from the bear away from us. Yes. It's a bit of a dick move, but it does reduce the price of this, which is extremely difficult. Oh shit, yeah, no. Extract spies. Cancel. Shit. Oh, that's bad. Alright, we'll have to redo that, but it's fine. Still a little bit of heads. I think we should probably consider doing this option soon. We're going to lose population factor, but that's fine, I think, considering the circumstances. Yes. Right, well then whilst we're doing that then, we'll crack... No. We need to... Civilization by force. So you will become part of the... Yeah, we'll become part of the glorious Enclave, which is fine. And then I might drive out the Yakuza, or maybe give them a few moments, and then we'll crack the code on the NCR, and then also have anti-capitalist propaganda. That's going to be very useful. We did unfortunately run out of plasma cells. We are going to need to consider getting a power station, which does improve our power cell capacity. We're going to need to start improving that up. But still, we've made some good improvements in that regard. Right, let's improve that again. Right, I've got definitely a lot of that. I'm going to cut down the production to about 1. Put that on the top. Actually, we'll do it like that. And then we'll put the third one on there. So... Yay! Dr. Henry returns! Fantastic. Ex-medical scientist. He used to work with the Enclave cybernetic genetic research, other sort of at various other Enclave installations. Later he deserted the Enclave due to conflict with another scientist, but when he received the word of the revival of the Enclave, he was skeptical at first, but once the new spread of our efforts to become a worthy American government, he has left his clinic behind to join the and get one more grand accomplishment done. Huzzah to you, sir. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of fold in a few divisions, because unfortunately we do have to fold them in a bit. We're going to have to change the division template of these guys to Enclave Power Armor Infantry, which is not great. And then we're going to have to fold them in. So, boom.
Have a nice day.
Right, so 2 divisions will be consolidated. So what we're doing is we're crippling ourselves a little bit, but this does give us the option of having multiple divisions fully upgraded, fully operational, and it doesn't cost us a fuckload of fuel, which is the big problem. Which will be the next thing we'll have to worry about, of course. Right, once we've sent out the spies, we'll have to wait till these guys are extracted, and then we can put the raiders back into the thing, and then we can reduce the amount of time it takes to do that. Right. It looks like Vault City has declared war on the Cyclops tribes. Which, to be honest with you, I kind of wish the Cyclops tribes would... 10. We could actually attack Vault City. Well, they're currently busy fighting that lot. This could be a good opportunity. You know what? We'll give this a bash. Go. Once those guys get into position, it's going to take a bit of a time, and we are going to be slightly under strength. Right, once we've done that, we're going to jump straight over to the healing powder. I might do the show of force. Now, if we do that, we might be able to gain a bit of a success against the Enclave. Against the... Right, this might work, this might not work, but... I think we might as well give it a bash. After all, this could truthfully be a good position. Alright. I think probably some maintenance companies will probably be a good shout as well. Also means we don't have to use as much. What was that? Right, what's that? Once we get vacuum tubes researched. Radio? Yeah, radio looks like. Okay, they're fighting quite aggressively. And the other guys are actually winning. Shit. Right, okay, so over here... No. Over here, only fools and dreamers. This could give us a nice little bulk upgrade to our manpower, which is going to be useful. This is a little bit of a dumb decision initially, but don't worry. Right, send out spies again. "32 days, we need 69. They're holding back, but the other guys are whooping their ass. Have I been beat the punch? Can't hope not. Oh boy. I did try this once. A brighter future. Let's try and do this properly. Mr. President, before the Great War, America's Reconstruction Forces operated under the aid of a powerful AI known as Tarlock. Although, sadly, the NX never accepted our plane to be a legitimate US authority, doubtless due to the programming error. Tarlock has blatantly broadcasted stating he is malfunctioning. Perhaps we should explore this. One tool might be invaluable. Robots keep running out there without running out of fuel immediately. So we lose political power, but we do get the... Yeah, we're going to have to trigger something pretty nasty. Jeez, they're fighting furiously over this. Show of force, 23 out of 34. I mean, technically it does war goals against whoever owns the Vault City. Ah, they are fighting back now. What kind of shit do you have? Just infantry. The thing is, they've lost a lot of territory. So this could be an opportunity to try and counteract something. Right, okay. What can I research at the moment? Actually, what we'll do whilst we're doing this is probably get crack the code, because this will definitely give us an opportunity. Right, we've got that. So does that mean we get to declare on you? I think we got fucked in this one. I think we did get fucked. Yeah, we did kind of get fucked. I think, yeah. It's a little bit fucked. Right, cancel that then. I want to try and save the... I want to try and... whatever. That's a bit annoying. I gain annex goal over whoever owns the city. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I should have gotten that. That's a little silly game. We have... We might not get it in time. I don't think we will. That's fine. No, that's fine. We don't have to worry, because we have to wait until... Yeah, no, that's fine. Right, well, we'll wait until we get the political power. Then we will start... Yeah, 69. So I just need to wait a little bit longer. And then... Or I could arm the raider gangs. 22 days, though. Ooh, it's tempting. Right, okay, so... This either goes to shit, or this either doesn't. Here we go. Right, we actually have to... Turn this up a bit. You know what? Full on. 4 research minus. Good news, everyone. Backdoor is still active. They're able to access ChicoNet. We are able to gain invaluable data, stealing some of the nature's treasure of Mexico. One of our scientists believes he can subvert the telecom, make him recognize we are the true American government. With the powers, we could rebuild America and Mexico too, eventually. Sam Houston. outside the camp to no avail. Silence. Across Mexico, Tarlock's stations fell silent. The Enclave scientists outside Valclair kicked the terminal, but to no avail. Silence. Silence. And then across those airwaves, a question. What did you do? Wait, who are you again? You have killed my father and your protector. All that you have ever done is fight and bicker in the mud. In 1,000 years, you will not be fit for liberty. Despotism is your government, your proper government, and your servitude to your proper lot. But fear not, my fellow Mexicans. There is no reason your new master cannot be wise and a virtuous one. Across Tarlock's domains, robots advanced. Santa Anna's eyes stared vacantly as they advanced, as they was to stare at every atrocity to follow. Quick, blame the Brotherhood of Steel. Oh dear. So, event underwater robots, advanced standardization. Jeez. So. So we may have triggered, you know, in the previous like showcase where we saw people trying to do stuff. We're the reason why that happens. Oops. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. Not good. So we're up the creek. Here we go. So yeah, we're up the creek on that one, and we got to be careful. From now on, we got to be extremely careful. Right, now we got to deal with that, which is not great, but that's annoying. I kind of hoped we could have that pop, but eh. Right, well, we're going to try and justify on these guys when I get the chance. We need 4 more political power. 3 more political... What? You know what? I'm going to kind of... Okay, I'm going to be a bit cheaty. Sounds a bit bad, but considering the fact that I did do the focus that would give me a war goal of whoever allows us to, I will do this to try and, you know, justify the whole... We did deserve this one. So, declare war. I think that's fair. I think that's only fair. So, now that the war has been declared, we can now... Because I did do the focus. If anyone's querying it, I did do the focus to say show of force. Gain annex war goal over whoever controls Vault City. And I didn't get a war goal at all. So, I think it's only fair that I get the ability to have a war goal to basically annex the city. So, let's push. Grab Vault City whilst they're under a bit of a shitty scenario. They're up the shit creek without a paddle as well, which is very useful. So, you boys keep moving. Move to the courtyard. Golgana. A little bit of a fuck. Pale Folk. Where's Pale Folk? Oh, they're right next to us. Oh, they're not. It's fine. Right, you boys make your way up towards there. You boys make your way towards Vault City. You boys make your way towards the flanking part of Vault City. You guys make your way towards that point. You boys keep pushing up towards the courtyard. You boys move up towards Vault City. The other guys, yeah, you take out Vault City. We can win the war. Oh, they've puppeted the dudes. That's not good. Now we really need to win this war. We're now at war with a lot of dudes, but if we can win this war against... Right, we got to be careful how we win this. No, no, no. You? Push that way. Right, we got to try and take Vault City and stop them from winning this one. Right, you lads push towards Gecko and Golganda. Right, you boys, yeah, leave that territory for a while. We got more important things to deal with. Get rid of that. Yeah. If we can knock out Vault City and win the day, we can quite easily... We could potentially save ourselves a lot of bother. It's gonna be a bit of a risk, but come on, take Vault City. Yes! Please be the end of it. Shit. Okay. We need to take Gecko. Or Golganda. Either way, we have to try and stop them. Right, do not allow them a single foothold. Zerg through. Right, so then... Right, push that way. No. Oh, fuck. You, go that way. That way. Go. We have power armor, which is perfect, because they don't have any kind of power armor to speak of whatsoever. But we have to be careful how we push. Again, we have power armor, but this is still a fight. We're drastically outnumbered. So the enemy could be an absolute pain in the arse at this point. We must not let them recapture Vault City. Push this way. Perfect. Right, who's cut off? Oh yeah, that's not a good location, I'll be honest with you, but that's fine. Right, good job. Right, you, straight onto Gecko. That's perfect. Well done. Well fucking done. If we do this, we'll actually annex a fuckload of territory. This might play into our hands a lot better than I thought it could be. Yeah, okay, you keep pushing to Gecko. You guys as well, keep pushing to Gecko. It's all about to Gecko. If we can grab Gecko, we win the war, and we take a shit ton of territory. By the way, how is that whole... Reduction will hopefully make life a lot easier. And, right, what do we need to grab? Yes, standardized tools, 115 days. I think it's fine. And we might have just done it. And I think we'll have just... We'll have gained a major advantage. And that's the day done. We got a big one. We got a big one. To be honest with you, I feel a dick. Oh, apparently we can't take all the states of one thing, so let's end the turn, and then let's take all states. Satellite Palefolk? If you want. They're my subject now. Oops. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, that is beautiful. I love you. That is absolutely fan-fucking-doby. Oh, that is so lovely right there. Right, so we're about to crack the code as well, which is absolutely fan-dabo. Where's this? Right, call in favors. What do we have? Connections in the P... How do we get connections in the NCR? 25. Crack the code. That's fantastic. So we can do that now, which is brilliant. Old World Radio. Encryption. That's beautiful. I kind of wish I could do that, though, to be honest with you, but I don't think we can, which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, let's go to that, our new city. And get that going. That's going to be absolutely doby. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm sorry, that is actually brilliant. We not only nabbed Vault City, but we also grabbed Paradise City with an airfield! Oh, that's brilliant. What a fucking way to win that. Oh my god, that is actually quite awesome. Oh, I'm going to be paying for it tomorrow, though, I know it. Anyway, that is going to probably be a good place to end it now. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. So we kind of buggered shit up in the south, admittedly. They're my fucking statutory state with power armors. Oh no, that's my other shit, lol. Sucks to be you. To be honest with you, I kind of want to just annex them entirely. just give it to me. I can't justify, can I, in a puppet relationship. I could let them go and then just take them. Like, I could... I could release them. Question, if I do this, can I release nations? Manage subjects. Public. Puppet. How do I release them? How do I release them? I'd like to release them and then... Manage subjects. Pale folk. How do I release them? I don't know how to release them. I could justify a war goal. And then declare. Or something like that. Request forces. Ask control of a state. And then give control of the state. Or reduce subject autonomy. Demote to that level. Cannot be introduced yet. Do I need to do whatever? Okay, well, we'll have to manage with that. I mean, again, we don't need to. Perhaps we'll, you know, have them as our pet for a long time. Anyway, so, yeah, what we'll probably try and do now is maybe spend a bit of time trying to build up, perhaps, oh, we got a benefit on that at least. So at least that will happen. We'll need to build. We'll need to rebuild this area, but now with Vault City under our control, we can seriously gain. We've got some serious upgrades now to consider, and better still, we can hopefully see a renewed. We can hopefully see a renewed strength of will and all that crap. Although annoyingly, these guys probably got a little bit more troops than we do, which is a problem. We have power armor, but obviously that's only going to get us so far. And, you know, I don't really want to take the piss with these guys too much, because they are still quite a threat. And if we can get these guys, we can have the core on Vault. And the better still, we can get that, which would be beautiful. And then we can do that, which would be even better. And then maybe even that, which then does the whole thing. Expand the destination of human. Oh, that's a lot of things. A common enemy, jeez. Accepted ghouls with accepted ghouls and super mutants. Stability low, but construction speed, stability. Stability loss is based on the popularity of the Elites faction. So we do lose a few things, but we do gain a lot of bonuses, whereas this one is just slightly and accept ghouls and super mutants. Again, dependent. But yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it from me, because I've been rambling on too much. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this kind of content, let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course subscribing to the channel. And hopefully in the next episode we can try and make some more progress and to take over the Yakuza. And then eventually we should, in theory, be able to have the entire thing work to our advantage, which would be quite nice. And then eventually we can start bringing in all these guys and be able to get that job done. Also, I just thought, wasn't there like a thing about Compassionate Doctor? Ooh, that's pretty damn good. But they will cause problems, especially war support. We're going to struggle so hard with war support. It's going to be terrible. Anyway, I'll see you then, guys. This is Mr. Jaeger, signing out.